If you are catching this live at this point and you are catching the replay, if it's after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then you are watching the replay. And what that means is you could just go ahead and go down to the comments to the timestamps and speed ahead to the beginning of the video. You don't gotta watch me right now. That's weird to me. Or if you want to, that's your business too. Carry on. But thank you for joining me so very much. Make sure my label's not showing. This is not a sponsored live. Won't be no free ones. If you are here, say hi. Hello. Nice to know who's here. And also, if you are here, please make sure that you drop a like. Hi, Najee. Thank you. Thank you for liking my video. Get out of my DMs. You are so stupid. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this live up, you know what I'm saying? So I can see y'all comments or whatever. So I don't gotta be squinting at the comments like that on my phone because y'all know I wear glasses. Maybe I don't know, but I do. Blind as a bat. But I got that super sonar radar though. I can hear everything. That's what happens when you lose one of your senses. Okay. Where is my life? Where is my life? Show it to me, YouTube Studio. Show it to me, YouTube Studio. Y'all not ready for my album to drop, and that's fine. That is A-okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start at the 5-minute mark. Whoever not here, they're gonna have to catch the replay, or they're gonna just have to jump in where they get in, because I don't want too much dead air. Okay. I mean, I know I'm entertaining or whatever, but sheesh. 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 Somebody come get her. She's dancing like. Make sure my sound off. Okay. Ooh, okay, I got about 30 more seconds. Let me go ahead and. Because we starting in 5 minutes, period. Period. Two seconds. Okay, here I go. Your girl right here. All right. So welcome. to Savvy Saturday. I'm doing this every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I am on the east side of this country. All right. So, just want to go ahead and say hello. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending your time with me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. All right. So, super chats. Just want to explain that real quick so y'all understand how that works, because it seems that there has been some, um, you know, misunderstandings on the last go around. So, how that works is in the very bottom of this chat, there is when you open up the chat, there's a little rectangle. That little rectangle has a $sign in it. When you click on that little $sign, it will open up a window and it'll let you choose a donation amount. The issue has been coming in with people just sending the super chat, not realizing that you can type your question into it. So don't move too fast. Put your question right up under where you donate, and then you send your super chat. Then I'll be able to see it. Okay, so that's how the super chat works. Periodically, I will reiterate that more concisely, but that is how that works. So let's go ahead and get into things. I'm going to do a overall general reading for the collective. If you all are here, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Also, those likes really help the channel grow. It helps push this and other videos to other people who would enjoy this same content. So please make sure that y'all are dropping likes on the videos if y'all are here. Greatly appreciate you. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on the reading, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these boys right here. We're using the Zombie Tarot as well as the Wild Unknown Tarot. If you all have any questions pertaining to love or whatever your question is in reference to, I'm going to use the decks that I feel would be most useful for your question. So if you have a love question, I will use the Love Oracle. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the collective. Again, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And please interact. Give to the conversation. Contribute to the conversation. All right, so the overall energy of this reading, Spirit. Complete. What is the overall energy of this reading for the collective? Those who are here and those who will join. Interesting. All right, so the overall energy of this reading is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords energy is all about moving on, moving past conflict, removing yourself from situations that do not serve you. This is also releasing yourself of any baggage, specifically from the past, specifically from conflicts, things that you hold on to, things that you carry into other relationships, other situations. The Six of Swords indicates that it's time to move away from them. With the rainbow over there, it's time to move into calmer, cooler, and happier times. All right, so I'm going to pull a 9-card spread in reference to that. Spirit, please send me the messages for this collective, those who are here and those who will join, those who will watch later. Send me the messages for their highest good in reference to this Six of Swords. What is it that the collective needs to know? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands with the Four of Wands in the reverse. Someone may have suddenly experienced a obstruction, interruption in the stability of their home or the happiness of their home. This was part of someone's reading this week. I'm not sure who it was, but this is kind of like giving me baby tower energy, um, where there's interruptions or disruptions in the home. Perhaps just a lot of arguing in the home, a lot of childish behavior. With the Two of Wands, this is about choices, having options and needing to choose one that is going to best serve you. Hello, if you're here, make sure that you're interacting with the content. Say hi, let me know that you're here. Drop a little comment or something. Make sure that you like the video as well. We have the Death card as well, transformation, transition, birth and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Okay. 3 more cards, please. What are the next 3 cards, Spirit? We have the 9 of Swords energy. So this is anxiety, stress, worry, mental anguish, insomnia, losing sleep. Okay. Hey, Cantrell. How you doing, boo? All right, we have the King of Cups. This is emotional stability, being emotionally mature. And I feel like for whoever this is in reference to, like whatever is happening in your housing situation, in your home life, whatever that instability is or that childish behavior that is happening in your home, you are being asked to be you're being asked to be the bigger person with the King of Cups in the center of this reading, okay? You're being asked to be the most emotionally mature person here in this situation, all right? So, okay. We also have the 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So holding back, saving, being miserly, not investing. With the Ace of Cups, there's a new opportunity that you're not investing in or that you're holding back from, or that this behavior or this situation is actually holding you back from. Okay, so take that how it resonates. And 3 more cards, please. We have the 3 of Pentacles, collaboration and teamwork, working together to reach a common goal. The King of Cups, taking action towards things that make you content emotionally, that fulfill you emotionally, love offers. And the Star, which is coming true, recognition, hope, and healing. Bottom of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles. So it seems like for some of y'all, the obvious thing here would be that you may be in a situation where this is a relationship situation. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship situation, but this can definitely be a relationship, a situation that felt like home to you. Is now feeling unstable, is really feeling in and out and flighty. So there's a choice that needs to be made here with the 2 of Wands energy. And on one side, the way that these cards fell out, we have the unstable home falling out on one side of the Death card, and then we have, we have the unstable home falling out on one side of the 2 of Wands, and then we have the Death card falling out on the other side. So what this is saying to me is you have a choice to make. Continue, take it. If it's yours, then take it. Continue to deal with instability in your relationships, in your home life, in the things that once made you comfortable, or do what you got to do and dead them. All right, end them. In the center of the reading, like I said, the King of Cups is here. So this is asking you to be emotionally mature. All right. You may be dealing with someone who is not. So this is asking you to be the bigger person. We have the 9 of Swords energy. You may be like stressed out, worried, or this situation in itself is causing you stress and worry. Clarify the swords. Clarify the 9 of Swords. But it's like if you're choosing to not do anything about this, if you're choosing to stay where you are, too many. What's okay? 8 of Swords fell out. Okay. You may be agonizing, stressing out about the investment that you've made here, all the work that you put into this. So part of your indecision may come in like, damn, I invested X amount of time, X amount of money in this situation just for it to be like this, just for it to be unstable, just for this person to be acting like a child, just like for whatever reason, you might just be like I don't necessarily want to give it up because of all that I've invested, pero like ahora it's not really giving what it's supposed to give. So um in the center row, the way that the cards fall out again is with the King of Cups in the center, and you have the agonizing over what you've invested into this situation on one side of things, and then on the other side of things, you have your unwillingness to invest in a new opportunity, holding you back from the new opportunity. You're like, if I invested this much over here and nothing came of it, then why should I invest in this over here? Is anything going to come of it? You can't let your past, dictate your future. Okay? That's really ghetto. Okay? So the four, I feel like everything that is happening up into the Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles energy it's like decision time. It's what are you gonna do, barbecue or mildew? Let me know. Because if you choose to stay, then good luck and Godspeed. We wish you well. But if you choose to move forward, you have to release everything from the past. Six of Swords energy. You have to release all of that didn't work out, so that you can have this new beginning, so that you can have this new stable beginning. Pentacles energy is stability, it's loyalty, it's firm foundations, it's comfort, it's security. It's all of them things that never was. Okay, so following this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, we have the Three of Pentacles, working together with people who have a common goal with you, who want to see the same results as you. Some of these people may be a little bit more advanced than you and can actually help you gain something in the situation. Taking action towards those things to make your wishes come true, to make sure you are recognized for your effort, to make sure that you gain healing in all the things that you want. All right. So this message is essentially saying, stay where you at and fry, or move forward. Move forward. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some advice. Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective. That's the Three of Wands in reverse. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Indecision with the Two of Swords and the Judgment card. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. So, I just heard gangsters move in silence. I don't know who that's for, but I just heard gangsters move in silence when I saw the Moon card. All right. So, the advice is stop waiting for your ships to come in and make a judgment call. Make the head over heart decision. Do the thing that is the best for you. This Judgment card is all about revival. It's all about epiphany, knowing what you have to do for yourself, making this head over heart decision and not waiting for your ships to come in. You have waited too long. You have waited too long. So now it's time to do something about it. Make a judgment. All right. So I'm going to pull these cards on up. Once again, if you have a question, if you would like a few cards pulled specifically for you, you can send a super chat. Super chats are located in the bottom of the chat screen, the little rectangle with the dollar on it, the dollar sign on it. Go ahead and write your question before you send the super chat. You can choose your donation, and then right underneath, you can ask a question there. It's easy to bypass, but to not see. But yeah, it's there. If you should happen to send a super chat without the question, I'll look through the chat for your question. You can just put it in the chat. All right. So let's go ahead and get into what this video is all about today, and that is altar work. Okay, altar work. Now, if you grew up like me in an Abrahamic religion like Christianity, Islam, whatever, um, you may be under the impression, or if you just live in this world where people don't actually do research and they just talk out of their ass about things they know nothing about, then you may be under the impression that altar work is about, worshiping the dead and worshiping your dead family members over God, and that's absolutely fake news. That's false. Okay, so then you might be wondering, what is altar work then? If that's not what y'all over there doing, if you're not worshiping your grandma, then what are y'all doing? Okay, so the best way that I have heard this explained, which I really like, is like this. So these altars are meant to give reverence and veneration to those who we lost, those who are our bloodline, and in some cases, people who are not technically related to us, but who we consider family. Okay. Um, Essentially, it's the equivalent of going to a cemetery to put roses at someone's grave or the things that they enjoyed at their grave. However, by having altars in your house, you don't have to go to a cemetery. It's giving reverence to them where you are at, where you are home. Okay. Also, I like this about altar work because um, once we get more into it, I'll explain further. But a lot of times, the dead don't want to be reminded that they are dead. They don't want to be spoken to in a way that reminds them that they are not here with us. Okay, so who are the altars for? Obviously, we're doing altars for our family members, but there are also um, other kinds of altars. All right, so we can do ancestral altars for the people that we love, that we miss, that are our descendants. We can also do altars for deities. I'm Haitian. Some of my deities are Loa. Loa are the equivalent of saints. Um, there's some controversy about whether or not they should be called gods or not, but they are pretty powerful. Um, you can do, if you practice Ifa, you can do altars to your Orisha. Uh, in Buddhism, they have altars as well. Every time y'all go into the nail shop, throwing little dollars on the little Buddha, that's an altar, whether you knew it or not. Okay. Um, but yeah, several cultures practice this, and they can be for your deities. They could be for your family members, and then they can be for yourself, for work. If you are a practitioner of magic, um, you can have a working altar where you do your workings at. Um, so you may be wondering, like, so what do I put on the altar then? Now that you've convinced me that I'm not worshiping the devil or whatever, what goes on the altar? Okay, so when you make your altar, there's a few things that can go on the altar. Some things are debatable. I might touch on that as well. But I'm going to show you all some of the things that are on my altar. Um, Typically, I don't show my altars to anyone unless you're a guest in my home. Um, there's different schools of thought on that as well. I don't personally believe in it. However, the altar that I'm going to show you the things for is for a spirit guide who likes to be shown. She likes to be in the limelight. If you all have been following me for a little bit, you may have seen that she's mounted me before. More than before, a few times on social media in some of the lives. So she's okay with this. The other ones, my high ancestor, she don't want y'all on her business. Okay, so um, the first thing I'm going to show you all, this candle is done, but it's fine. Is I don't want to pick up the table. Yes. Okay, so I have a white table that I got from Amazon. I don't know. I might show it to y'all briefly, but I don't want to get together with this. So I have a white table that I got from Amazon. They were like $20 a piece. Very cheap. Let me show y'all. Y'all see that? Can y'all see? Y'all see that? Okay. Okay. So that's my table. And typically, y'all want to put, if you don't have a white table like I do, you may want to put a white tablecloth over a table, but the idea is white purity. Okay. The next thing is I want to just let y'all know that the best botanica in all the land is the Dollar Tree. This is not a paid advertisement. I'm just letting y'all know where I shop for all of my spiritual goods. And at the Dollar Tree, what's on this thing? Okay, at the Dollar Tree, well, now it's $1.25 tree. They had these serving trays. Okay, so I got this serving tray. I have like several of them for all of my altars. I have 7 altars in total. But got this serving tray right here. It is $1. It was before it was $1.25. It is $1 now. And okay, so let me just tell y'all, my spirit guide, her and I do have a past life connection. I was her sister, I believe, in a previous life. A sister who met a demise that she could not save me from. So that's why she is connected to me in this life. But she was a very talented singer in the Harlem Renaissance, and she's responsible for scat music. She's the reason why it is a thing. She started it. Sis started it. Okay, so on her altar, she did live in France for a period of time, though she was born in New York. And she had a very popular jazz club out in France. She enjoyed her life in France. So one thing that I was shown by her that she would enjoy on her altar is croissants. Croissants. All right, so I have a croissant for her that I put there. She also gets coffee with a shit ton of cream. Cafe au lait. There's also water, a glass of water. All of your altars should have water and a candle standard. Okay, on your altar. I have pictures of her, but I don't have them on the altar yet. But you definitely want to get pictures of whoever the altar is for. Do not use obituaries. I know that some people do use obituaries, but I personally don't. And I feel like it's because I just don't think that they want to be reminded of their death. You are celebrating them in their life, and you are celebrating their spirit, right? You're not celebrating their demise. So you don't want to put their demise on their altar as a reminder, like, you're not physically here no more, So don't do that. Get a picture of them while they're alive, well, happy. And you also want to not put pictures of people who are still alive on the altar with them. Okay, no living people on their altars. If you do have altars where it's for several people, don't put people on an altar with people that they didn't like in life. Don't put your uncle next to your cousin that was always beefing at every function. They don't want to be together, not in life and not in death. Okay, so don't do that. Also on her altar, I have these candies. They're Christmas candies. And doing some research on these, I realized that at the time that these candies were popular and the time that they were created, my spirit guide would have been a child. So this is something that she most likely would have enjoyed as a child. So I put this on her altar as well. And then 7-day candles. This candle is finished, done, and canceled. But these candles are at the Dollar Tree. And they are $1, unless they're $1.25 now. I don't know. But yeah, these candles, 7-day candles. All right, so you want to put those on there as well. And yeah, that is how you build an altar. I may do a video specifically about, building an altar. There's several of them on YouTube, but Savvy ain't make none. But I digress. Anyways, so that's what goes on the altar. So altar maintenance. Altar maintenance. You want to keep your altars clean. They got them at the Mexican grocery stores. Are you talking about the candles? Yes. And also, look, pro tip: if you are unable to get the plain 7-day candles, you can buy the ones that has your boy Jesus on it or any of the saints, and cut the plastic off, and it takes Jesus and them off. So you can do that. So at the Dollar Tree, if all they have is Jesus and the homies, go ahead and buy them anyway. And you can just take Jesus and the homies off. All right. So altar maintenance. You want to keep your altars clean. You want to keep the water clean, and you want to keep the coffee fresh, and take it off before it gets molded. This coffee, yeah. Oh, you mean some of them actually like, I'm gonna have to look into that. I haven't seen those yet, but yeah, I haven't seen those yet. But the only ones I've ever seen was like the Santos or the homie Jesus. Um, yeah. So where was I at? Altar maintenance. Y'all distracting me. Y'all know I got ADD. I'm a Gemini. We're gonna have to chat about that. On Momento. I got Gemini ADD. Okay. So yeah, you want to keep all of them clean. You want to keep. So speaking of deities, there are certain Lua who like certain things, certain Orisha who like certain things. There are certain things that they require as far as altar maintenance itself. Like one of my deities, who is the equivalent of Oshun, Ursuli Freda, is, the Haitian counterpart to Oshun. And she's basically a princess, okay? Like, she wants her altar clean. She loves love. She loves men, and I want to say masculine energy because apparently she loves my girlfriend as well. But so she likes masculine energy. And she's very like, she doesn't feel like she has to work for anything. She's said to be lazy by some people. I'm not gonna disrespect sis like that. Like, I'm not. Just had a download. Possibly she might have been an Orisha to my spirit guide, because my spirit guide has said something to the effect of pretty girl shouldn't work so hard. And she is a pretty girl who's not going to work hard for nothing. She's just going to be out here being pretty. So, yeah. She wants her altar clean all the time. She not going to be the one to clean it. Somebody going to clean it for her. But she wants her altar clean all the time. Yeah, so certain deities want certain things. Oshun likes honey on her altar. Azuli, she likes sweet cakes, things that are pink champagne, things like that. So your altar should be maintained based on who it's for. All right. My spirit guide, she liked French stuff. It didn't even occur to me until just now when I had a San Pellegrino. Like, sis probably likes San Pellegrino. She probably likes sparkling water. She was fancy. I should probably start putting that on her altar. She hasn't shown me that, but just a feeling. So yeah, I might, start putting some Pellegrino on her altar. But yeah, basically, long and short is whoever the altar is for, you want to place things on the altar that they would enjoy, that they did enjoy. Sometimes, like I said, I was shown by her what she wanted. You may get downloads that say, throw some butterscotch candies on grandma's altar. Because whether you knew it or not, turns out she was a fiend for butterscotch candy. And she's letting you know, either through download or through an idea that you think is your own, or through visually showing it to you, either in a dream or a vision or whatever the case is. Okay, so I want to talk to you all about the benefits of altar work. And this is probably where some of the non-spiritual, highly religious people really get things messed up, is they think that we're doing this, we're offering, I don't know, our souls on these altars to get things in return. Um, that is not what your intention should be. You should not be creating altars for the express reason of benefiting or gaining. It should be for, reverence. However, when you fuck with your ancestors and your spirit team, they fuck with you back. And that's on period. So, okay, let's start with the ancestors. First and foremost, let me say, when you do your altars, put your ancestors first. I understand that we may work with some powerful deities and some powerful energies, but your ancestors don't like when you put anybody above them. My big mama told me she was not happy when I first started doing this, and I was giving more attention to one of my spirit guides than I was giving to her. And it might have something to do with the fact that he was a man too. I don't know, but she don't like that. You should always be putting your blood first and then your deities. Okay. Um, but the benefits of altar work are that if you are doing altar work for an ancestor, especially if you have a lineage of, I don't know, Hoodoo or Voodoo or Santeria or, whatever your ancestral magic is, creating an altar makes your connection to that lineage stronger. It makes your personal magic and your personal power stronger because it's feeding you. Okay, it's feeding you. They seem to be, the ancestors seem to be appeased when you finally, set up your altars and be like, I'm ready now. I'm finna do this. When they see you do that, they're like, approval. All right, they fuck with that. Like, okay, here she go, y'all. I told y'all she was gonna come around, and they're happy about it. They love to see it. So it strengthens your connection to them, and it strengthens your magic as well. Speaking about strengthening your connection to them, it wasn't until I got altars that I was able to directly talk. And I'm not talking about having dreams, and no, I'm talking about sit in a chair at my altar and be mounted by my high ancestor. Whatever she needed to tell me comes out of my mouth. It wasn't until I had altars that I was able to do that. That's not saying that you won't be able to, but I definitely feel like it strengthens the ability to communicate with them in that way. They do, though, I do feel like altars create a place for them in your home, which essentially is like you're moving your ancestors in. Okay, so yes, they may enter your dreams. They're right here with you. If you can't talk to them in that way, they might hop into your dreams to make sure that you can communicate with them and that you are getting the messages that they're trying to give you. Okay. One major thing that I realized when I started my altar work, I put my altars up for everyone, and as a nod to my Haitian heritage, I wrote my prayers in Haitian Creole and I learned them in Haitian Creole. Once I started praying in my native tongue, the language I should have been raised to speak, but I wasn't. But once I started praying that way, I saw a lot of positive changes in my life. And it's almost like, again, they're like, okay, little Haitian Blanc, you didn't grow up in Haiti like you maybe should have. You didn't grow up in a Haitian household, but we see that you're trying. We see that you're acknowledging your heritage and your bloodline. And beautiful things are happening. Beautiful things start happening. Also, that language, the other half of my family is descended from Yoruba land. Haitian Creole is West African languages, French, Spanish, English. So by extension, I was speaking to my Yoruban ancestry as well. And I feel like my ancestors was like putting respect on my name in the spirit world. Like, okay, sis, we see you out here crying. All right. So doing things like that directly appease your bloodline, that directly celebrate your bloodline and your heritage, it makes them proud. It makes them happy. So that in that way, you're creating an offering. You don't have to have tangible physical offerings, but you should put on your altar. Okay. Um, After creating altars, I realized that a lot of I don't believe in coincidences, but I was coming out of the restaurant industry. I was, fully submerging myself into my spirituality and my spiritual practice and business, and I was being gifted like little random. I don't even want to say they're random because I know where they're coming from. But like, I needed some money. I needed help with my rent, finding money everywhere, finding checks. Like who? Why would I just have a check? Why would I just have one? But there was one in my mail for $260 when I needed some cash. Um, Uber passenger tipped me late at night. I just threw it up in my center console, whatever. Went back to get what I thought was $10. It was 50, a $50 bill. Okay. My unemployment, when I left my job, that shit was delayed, hella delayed, like months delayed. When I talked to unemployment, I'm like, I need my cash. They're like, all right, send us what you got for evidence, proof, or whatever. They said it's gonna be like 2-3 weeks. Shit came in 3 days, lump sum. Um, Rental assistance during COVID, shit got hectic. Put my application on Big Mama's altar, shit was approved. I know people to this day who have not gotten rental assistance yet. Same agency. My shit went right through. Because I venerate my ancestors. Because I venerate my ancestors. And that's how they do us. Like, if you appreciate them and if you love them and if you give to them and if you respect them, they're going to put respect on your life. Period. They're going to put respect on your life. So this is why we should create altars. Y'all have any questions? Because that's pretty much all I got on the subject. But do y'all have questions, comments, concerns? If you are catching the replay and you do have questions, feel free to drop those questions in the comments because I will be checking my comments. I do respond to all my comments, and I do enjoy the interaction, the conversation. So, yeah, go ahead and drop those questions, comments, concerns. Or even if you have any suggestions for like a video, like if you want me to do a video on it, let me know. Drop it in the comments below. But that's pretty much all I got on ancestral veneration, on altar work, and why it's important and why we should do it, and how it's not devil worship or whatever people be thinking that we over here doing. Okay. So moving on. I don't have any super chats, but if you all would like to book personal readings, all that information is linked in the description box below. You can book through my website, savycynthia.com. You can also join my Patreon, where VIP members get a monthly personal reading with yours truly through Zoom. I'm waiting on YouTube to approve it, but I am also eligible for channel members. So I'm waiting for my channel members to be approved. But the top tier for my channel members will also include 4444 heard. Will also include not a one-on-one reading, but an email reading every month. You just send me your question via my email, and I will return with a in-depth explanation using my gifts. Okay. So yeah, membership is on the way. Patreon is available, and readings can be booked on savvysentient.com. But if there is nothing else, y'all, I enjoyed my time here with you today. Thank you all for, watching and listening to what I gotta say. I mean, sometimes I be knowing what I'm talking about. I be talking about stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. And until the very next time. Oh my gosh, hi Rose. I'm glad you said something before I escaped. Hello. Until the very next time that we meet, which will be next Saturday, and we will be talking about the importance of narcissism in the spiritual community. I know it sounds crazy, but just, hear me out. Hear me out. Okay. Until next Savvy Saturday, I want to bid you all adieu, and I'm wishing you all love and light and everything right. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Good night.